The Shadow by Howard Chaykin, Blood and Judgment. This is the 87 edition, and this story was originally a 4-issue miniseries published by DC, who had the rights to The Shadow at that time, and they contacted Howard Chaykin, who was famous at the time because of making American flag. And Chaykin said, yes, I'll do it. And he did it. A 4-issue miniseries that continues in a way where the Shadow novels left off, when the Shadow being leaving the world in 40 something, and Chaykin brings him back to New York. And the story is very simple. We have these and the characters from the Shadow, his allies. They are all old. All of them are old people, and all of them are being killed on this world, this New York, this modern age. We have all these old people getting killed. And then we have the return of the Shadow, that he's not old, he's very young. This page is really awesome. One of the best for me splash pages I've seen. And so then we have number 2 is a flashback episode, and then Chaykin explains everything, why he's young and all that. We get explain the villain, and then it's pretty much Shadow's plan to get city back, defeat villains. I think that this is not a really... The comics are from 1985, and I think there should be talk about more. Like 80s comics, like Frank Miller's Daredevil, Batman, Alan Moore's Watchmen, Swamp Thing. I think Howard Chaykin should be mentioned a lot more, because he did a lot of creator-owned stuff, and he was known for that. For being known for his creator-owned stuff. DC talked to him, we want you to do this. So it's like it's happening, like in more recent times, like in these people, for example, Ramby, they make something on a creator-owned book. It is good, and they get DC or Marvel try to get them to write some books for them, and it's the same, but in the 80s. So that's cool, this edition. And I think the Dynamite one also has this interview, and that's cool. It's a very interesting interview, for me at least. It explains a lot of, this miniseries was for what my investigation. Some people don't like it because it is misogynistic or something like that, and yes, it is. It was at the time, like you read this interview from the 80s, and Chaykin says like it is. The character is sexist, and he's like this macho character, and that's on purpose, and he explains why is that, and to me it makes a lot of sense, so I always still recommend it. I would say this is a book that must not be forgotten. Now, there's a sequel series, 19 issues or so, written by the editor Andrew Helfer, and it's drawn by Bill Sienkiewicz and Kyle Baker. So I really like this miniseries. Seems that series is even crazier than this one. This one is sci-fi, pulp, crime, vigilante, all sexual content, and violence, all that. So I would say it is worth it. It's not an easy read because it's not linear and it has a lot of text. I don't know, it took like an hour to me to read one issue, So it's not an easy read, but it's really rewarding and worth it. And Chaykin, in the design, he's also really good at it. For example, we have this dialogue. They're talking and there's like the sound of the streets that don't let you read what he's talking because it's too loud. From that kind of stuff, like he's really inventive. So I recommend.